pacing around like a tiger in a cage earlier. It makes me nervous.
Ever since they got back from the raid, the mood's been different. They're not being as chummy with the toy soldiers anymore. Used to be, she was at Farah's every night getting drinks with their boss, wasn't she?
Something must have happened. You know Akka, if she thinks someone's taking what's hers, she'll just as soon cut their hands off as ask for it back.
Maybe it was stupid, but I expected better from them. They've been pretty easy to deal with. When they showed up, I thought they would take the whole village over, but they mostly keep to themselves near the ruin.
You make friends with a crocodile when you live in the water. Maybe now that they're ready to return to land, they're showing their true colors.
You know, there is a reason you don't see any kids running around the island. It's not a good place for a family. We'd have to leave.
You don't think Farah would love to have a little baby around to fawn over? We'd eat like royalty.
I'm not sure you're thinking this through all the way, Anshalam. Maybe in a few years, when we saved up enough to move back inland, we can reconsider.
Listen, if we wait for the right time, it'll never happen.
I don't know. I just don't think now is the right time to start talking about a family.
If you think about it, it's actually much safer here than on the mainland. Nothing gets past Akka.
That's easy for you to say.
Can I bum a few coins for a meal? Running a little bit low on cash.
Sure, I know what you mean. I got a big one yesterday, so I'm practically loaded.
Really? Tell me, what did you get?
Phone and cash. It was just laying on deck on a just anchored ship. That's pretty much an invitation in my book.
Good for you. Oh, remember that time we did that number on the big boat pulling in? Where you pretended to be hurt and I jumped on board, relieving the crew of their valuables?
Oh man, haven't dined like that week ever since. Is it just me or did it all used to be more easy? Like the time we got away with the TV and surround sound speakers from that delivery boat. What a day.
Yeah. Definitely harder to make a living these days. A lot more security. Even the smallest ships sometimes hire guards.
But they're all lazy, reading comics or taking naps when they think no one's watching.
You're right. Pick a boat with a nice low freeboard and a sleeping guard. Easy on, easy off. No one the wiser. Until the notice was missing.
How am I ever going to send any money home to my family? And I've got another little one coming. No fish, no income.
What they do in those big ships is overfishing. They don't care. They'll just move on when the ocean is empty. But what about us? We're stuck here with no way to make a living.
Only had a quarter hole yesterday. Can't see how I can keep it up like this.
Those damn ships. They leave no fish for us. And it only gets worse.
Thanks a lot. This net's just about done. All my nets are. And I can't afford replacing them when the holes are this poor.
Yeah, we have it bad. But I still won't go and work on one of those big ships. Shitty pay, and you have to live with the knowledge that you are destroying the whole ecosystem.
What a pesa, Vasool. Imagine living a life like that.
It is a great film, but not his best, I think.
Oh, it is my favorite. The raw nerve of those performances plugs right into my nervous system. One constant chill.
It's no wonder they're so intense. Dawud Rangan was infamous for pressurizing the actors. He knew giving them parts in his movies was a chance no one could refuse. There are rumors he didn't even think he needed to pay the talent. That working with him was enough.
Oh, I would do it for free if I was asked. You know, I think I would actually pay to get to wear one of those dresses.
That is why exploitation exists. Superficial values of fame and beauty. There must be a paycheck behind work like that. How else will we keep a sustainable talent mass in the film industry?
Arey, calm down, calm down. I just like to try to look pretty like that for once in my lifetime. I didn't mean anything by it.
Yeah, sorry. And you do. To me, you're the most beautiful woman in the world. Fancy dresses or not.
I feel special.
How old is Auntie? Feels like she's always been around. And always will be. You know, looking out for us.
Yeah, Auntie has always got our backs. I still have all my teeth because of her. Always dishing up when things get tough. Making sure we get our nutrients. Not everyone's that lucky.
Farah's place is my second home. I feel a lot better today. I had a talk with Auntie and I actually think I'm better off single.
Auntie Farah is the best. I sometimes think I wouldn't have made it this far without her. You need someone like that in your corner.
That woman deserves a medal. I remember my 9th birthday, the day after the big flood. Everybody forgot about my big day and I got really upset. Auntie found me and in no time she whipped up a party for me. And even made it feel like it was always the plan. Best birthday I ever had.
Yeah, you gotta love Auntie. I remember when I was a kid. She'd be letting me sleep in the back if my dad was out on the boat. You know, after my mom died.
Bless her.
You know, there is a reason you don't see any kids running around the island. It's not a good place for a family. We'd have to leave.
Listen, if we wait for the right time, it'll never happen.
I'm not sure you're thinking this through all the way, Anshalam. Maybe in a few years, when we've saved up enough to move back inland, we can reconsider.
You don't think Farah would love to have a little baby around to fawn over? We'd eat like royalty.
I don't know. I just don't think now is the right time to start talking about a family.
If you think about it, it's actually much safer here than on the mainland. Nothing gets past Akka.
That's easy for you to say.
You hear that? That's you frying in oil, baby. Yeah, just the two of us tonight. And a cold bottle of beer. You like that little jiggle, don't you? Yes, oh yes. Yes, you do. Yeah, I know. Don't worry. We've got all the time in the world. I'm not going anywhere. It's just that I feel so stuck here. I think I was better suited for the Mokan way of life.
I would always beat you at how many sea cucumbers we would collect in a day. I miss all that too.
Stop showing off. You're no better than me. Sometimes I just want to go again. Rediscover that special Mokan freedom we had as kids. I don't know how our parents could give that up.
I remember how we would race to collect the same clam. It felt like we'd spot it at the exact same time. But I would always be faster.
No, I was the better diver. Don't you feel like this isn't really your life at all? That we should still act like our ancestors and continue the Mokan ways? All my best memories are from when we were kids.
I could dive for pearls like no other. Ugh, the feeling you get when you find one. It is so clear in my memory.
No point regretting. We have responsibilities on land now.
If that damn thief shows up again, I'll strangle him with a shit. I swear to God. Not quite ready.
It's very brave of you all to set up camp so close to the ruins of the old prison.
It's just some old bricks. There's nothing dangerous out there.
Oh? So no one told you about the Blue Widow?
Oh, is that some kind of spider?
No. The Blue Widow is much worse than a spider. The story goes that back when Ambrose was a colonial outpost, they used the prison to house any rebels from nearby areas. None of the rebels they shipped here ever made it back, and everyone knew it. So one day there's a small village uprising on the mainland. 12 men are loaded onto a ship and sent to Ambrose. And as they're sailing, the crew spots a lone woman paddling after them in a dugout canoe. She's the wife of one of the captives, and she had sworn to never be without him.
That's admirable.
The crew tell the captain about the woman and ask if they could bring her aboard, but he tells them no. He says she'll soon get tired and turn around eventually. So they wait and they watch, but she doesn't turn back. They shout at her, but she ignores them. Clouds gather and the sky darkens, and she's lagging farther and farther behind until finally the crew lose sight of her canoe.
Did she turn back?
They hoped she had. When they reached Ambrose, they locked the prisoners away as they always did. But that very night, the Blue Widow appeared. Her face was bloated. Her hair and clothing were sopping wet. And she stood outside the prison gates in silence.
Oh, God.
Night after night, she appeared there, disappearing again at dawn. They say she was waiting for one more glimpse of her husband. Most of us believe she still waits.
Lucky for me, I don't believe in ghosts.
Well, if you're looking for exclusivity, we're really going to need to make it official.
Like I haven't heard that a million times before.
The light really brings out your eyes today. They're like two beautiful jewels sitting on top of two big pearls in the middle of your face.
I see. Is that so?
All right, you got me. Do you feel better now? I'm putting my heart on the line here.
Oh, you are so smooth. Do you think I'm falling for that again? You remember when you stood me up the last time?
Paola, things happen. How about a drink after work? You look so beautiful today.
Don't take this the wrong way, but you're the 5th guy to bring that up today.
Hey, Farah, look here. What move should I make next?
Oh, you don't need any of my help.
Blow on my queen for luck?
Cheeky, you have to win fair and square.
What do you think, Auntie?
Dinesh, I am not going to help you cheat. Oh, she's got you by the short hairs this time, I think. Oh, I hope you're not going to let her get away with that.
Hush, Auntie. Don't spook him.
Whoa.
Oh, I would ask who's winning, but I think I know.
Ah, but it's not over until it's over.
Hey, are you into biochemistry at all?
Suppose I am.
I'm doing my thesis about new applications for biotoxins native to Ambrose Island. If you find any unique frogs or flowers nearby, could you bring them to me? I'll be happy to share the results of my research with you.
Sounds promising.
That's what my advisor says.
Here, I think it might interest you.
Odorana ambrosi. Oh, this little guy excretes a powerful emetic gas from its... Well, you don't want to know that part. Here. Oh.
I found this.
Oh, what a beautiful specimen. You never know it from looking at them, but these flowers can be distilled into an odorless liquid that's phenomenally lethal. Promise you'll be extra careful with this, friend.
I will.
I thought you were just gonna blow me off like everyone else. But I've made a lot of progress on my research thanks to you.
It was nothing.
Here, you should take this. Based on the design, I think it's a key from the old colonial prison. I found it near the ruins a few weeks ago.
Thanks.